about 4 years ago, Ellen Thorpe of Blaze just mentioned this thing that she was talking to Balbir Singh about. And I thought that's quite intriguing. Don't know what that's all about.
I'm originally from India, but I grew up in Yorkshire, in Bradford, and I have a dual way of thinking, an Indian approach and a Western approach, and I guess that informs my approach to this project in terms of how you take diverse multicultural work and make it work for a Western audience.
There's a sort of dynamic that happens between audience and performance, and it's very special. You have to be there.
We're going to be having some flash mobs in different venues like shopping centres, various halls, all across the north, from Lancashire right up to Northumberland and everywhere in between. Tonight we're having a house concert. It's the first of the Dance Across the North house concerts with Balbir Singh Dance Company.
Balbir Singh, he's my disciple. He asked me to come over for this, to launch this project.
It's rare to see an artist of this calibre really, in this neck of the woods, in this context, you know.
Initially I was wondering that I'll get such a small space, what will happen.
The idea of the whole programme really is to just encourage anybody and everybody to experience the sort of different cultures and the different diversities that dance, and Indian dance particularly, can bring.
So you're getting something quite special, and I imagine like that would inspire people. I should think it would.
I'm very, very happy that I performed, because rarely we get a chance with the intimate audience. The audience also rarely get a chance to look so closely to see.
Geographically, we've been all across the north. When the project is called Dance Across the North, but the north, I didn't realise was so big. We bordered Scotland to Birmingham, East Coast, West Coast.
Events like this are bringing people into Brig, and the Dance Across the North has been great at trying to give the community new experiences.
We all came together in one day and create some new movement for the public to see.
It's certainly something about the growth of arts, and certainly something about arts education that is desperately needed in the area. So it is really important as far as participation and as far as having something to do for younger people that's different.
I love choreographing, I love teaching, like meeting these young dancers and coming up with something which is like this one. It's an amazing opportunity.
Cumbria as a whole, because we're sort of stuck up here on the end of everything, we don't see lots of things, and more importantly, we don't get exposed to lots of things, and we should be exposed to lots of things.
The idea was to offer a big menu selection to promoters with such ideas to engage new audiences, and especially rural audiences where the connection is much more intimate and close. In those settings, you're not just going as you would to a theatre to get in and get out.
They've been extremely kind, I must say, and the audience are amazing. The energy is really amazing here. They've been very encouraging with the kind of performances we have given them.
It's been good to present the work and also to create new work and engage with promoters and see their confidence grow, and also how you take different things to different languages, be it BMX and dance or be it looking at Kung Fu and dance.
The atmosphere in general is very calm and relaxed compared to the city life where everything is fast and it's all quick.
Although I'm sure this sort of thing needs subsidising to bring it here, I'm quite happy that it causes us to be exposed to different experiences.
I wasn't expecting this, because you feel like you live in the middle of nowhere when you're over here, so it's really good that things like this come to somewhere local for you.
I think it will help to raise awareness, help to show people the beautiful, vibrant culture which is Indian, I've never ever known how Indian culture is that classic before, and just to know what their music is about is really good.
There were lots of education and participatory opportunities. People of all ages joined in, and in some cases these groups were able to perform as part of the whole evening before the company cast.
It's inspiring, I think, because you get to see what it's like, you know, being a professional dancer, and that's kind of what I aspire to be.
We don't really see our performance as being us, as separate to it. It's an integrated thing, especially when it's in the round and in such small venues.
Well, it's just totally different. I thought it was a wonderful evening. I haven't seen much in the way of Indian dance, and that was an absolute eye-opener. And I think both for the choreographer and the dancers, it was a very rewarding experience to bring the two disciplines together like that.
Yes, it was provoking. Did I understand it all? No. Does that matter? No.
There were lots of young kids in the audience, and there was this little girl who came up to me after the show, and she gave me 2 chocolates, and she said, "I really enjoyed seeing your dance," and that really was very special to me.
I think dance has always sort of been the poor relation of the arts, and I mean the arts themselves struggle, but you know, dance is dwindling in schools. You know, often dance is dressed up as PE, and
something like a flash mob brings them all together to perform something in sync, and it's fantastic to see that.
And it's all about raising aspiration, and it's all about showing you can be a dancer.
From the audience perspective, it's something that they weren't expecting, so it's always nice to throw a surprise factor in there. They are actually all contributing to the same thing.
Working with professional artists from other cultures kind of adds to that. And I think it's also that sense of the collective. You know, 350 bodies doing the same move, just wonderful. Really, really great work.
People can be quite suspicious about this kind of Western dance fusion. What's that all about?
However, you know, when you can bring in different cultures from around the world and bring in different styles, it certainly opens people's minds to what's available out there and what kind of things you can get into.
Some people are just immediately up for that. Other people step right back from it, you know, and you have to persuade them a little bit. But once you've persuaded them, they're really glad that you did.
The feedback from audiences has been wonderful. I think they appreciate it's almost getting a large theatre company coming to a small rural setting, which for the company is a whole new experience, and the value of taking work to those rural audiences that wouldn't otherwise get it.
And when you've got your audience in front of you who are so warm and just want you to do well, it really encourages us too.
We're very keen to leave a legacy in terms of programming dance, and also these are new audiences that we've begun to engage with the work and with the company, and we're keen to develop those relationships further and sustain those audiences.
Well, it's been a fantastic experience for us and all the other schemes in the north. We've done house concerts, flash mobs and workshops with very, very rural schools, but importantly as well, it's given us links which we can build on with new organisations, new partners within the counties, which will help us develop our dance strategy in the future.
Last night, a member of the audience came up to me and said, "What you're doing is really important. It's really important to bring this sort of work to small halls. Yes, we can go to Leeds or Hull or a city to see it, but actually they need to come to us because the children need to see it, older people need to see it, because they're part of our society, they're part of our community."
It's been so taken in by everybody and so welcomed. And with the house concerts, with the performances, with the flash mobs.
And the backdrop of the Indian and Kung Fu and all that sort of carry on.
It's just had such a reach right across the north.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, wow.